Hello, I am Haoxiang. Now please allow me to introduce my final assignment. The article structure mainly has 5 parts: overview, literature review, data analytics, build model, and the suggestion. At the beginning, I will introduce the overview. For the problem statement, as we all know, traffic-related deaths are predicted to become the 7th leading cause of deaths worldwide. So how to use big data to predict the fatality of traffic accident is very important. And for objective, we are going to analyze the relationship among features and fatality and use data visualization to display the result intuitively. We also will build several artificial intelligence models to try to predict the fatality as accurate as possible. And finally, I will provide some recommendation to both insurers and governments. And the third part is for data analytics. We need to drop the unknown categorical variable and convert all variables to numeric. And the result is shown as a box plot. And then after the data preparation, I did some data visualization. As we can see, for high fertility rates always happens from May to August for a day from Thursday and Saturday, and for hours, it's always the hours that before rush hours. And for different weather conditions, we can see the number of fatalities in good weather is very high, but the fatality rate when weather is good is not very high. Actually, the fatality rate in bad weather is extremely high. And then for road configuration, we can see non-intersection is dangerous for both the number of accidents and the fatality rate. And then for using safety device or not, we can see the use of safety devices could lower fatality significantly. For motorcycle, even wear helmets, the fatality rate is still 3.72%, twice as high as use safety devices in a car. So using moto is a problem. And after data visualization, I split the data set and balance the data set. I split the data set into train set, validation set, and a test set. The train set will be used for fitting model. Validation set will be used for optimizing models, like chain adjusting parameters. And the test set will be used for checking the accuracy of our model. And as we can see from the pie plot, that the percentage of observations with at least one fatality is just less than 1% of the total observations. So our data set is very imbalanced, and we need to balance for both train set and the validation set. But I did not balance the test side for for the data set. For test set could be used for real circumstances. And next part is for the modeling. I chose models. I chose 3 models: logistic regression, neural network, and a random forest. The first one is logistic regression. We can say the default parameters of logistic regression does not have overfitting or underfitting problem. And we can make a little improvement by adjusting threshold in validation set. And it is a plot of threshold versus accuracy. And after the optimizing, we can see the ROC area is 0.76. And for random forest, in the model with default parameter has serious overfitting problem. The accuracy for train set is nearly 100%. So I decided to drop out some features that are not important. And here is a plot of important features. And the process of dropping features was processed in validation set. And here is a plot of validation accuracy by different number of features. And after the optimizing, we can see the optimal importance is 0.000028. So if we use this importance, we can get the accuracy of the model after optimizing. And the ROC area is 0.81 for our random forest. And the last one is the neural network. For neural network, the original model also have serious overfitting problem. The accuracy is about 99%, but for train set and for test set, only more than 70%. So we also need to overcome the problem. So we do not need to explore all the relationship by NN. That means we could drop out some relationship between nodes. So I find the best dropout rate using validation set from here, and it's about 0.48. And also I decrease the epochs from 150 to 100 and increase the batch size from 5 to 10. And after optimizing, we can see the ROC area is 0.77. So from the models we have, we can see that the random forest has a best performance of our data set for no matter accuracy, precision, recall, and the ROC area. So random forest is our best choice for this data set. For the government part, strengthen the first one is to strengthen the traffic control at certain times. As we can say, for sometimes specific times, the fatality rate is relatively high. So we need the government are supposed to strengthen the traffic control to lower fatalities in this time. And the second suggestion for government is to have stricter requirements during inclement weathers. We can see the fatality rates in inclement weathers are significantly higher than those of other weathers. So the government should strengthen the traffic control at these times. For example, limited the speed and force fog lights. And the third one is to optimize road network design and set intersection if necessary. This is because intersection means drivers need to have lower speed. So if the traffic is chaotic at a place, it is better to have an intersection. This will affect the efficiency of traffic at the meantime. So optimizing road network design is also necessary. And the fourth suggestion is to set high standards for safety measures. We can say if a passenger uses safety device and sit on a proper position, the fatality rate will be significantly lower. So the government could give severe penalties to passengers who do not comply with the regulations. That's the government can raise people's awareness of safety. And the fifth suggestion is to provide non-motorized lanes. The fatality rate is quite high for motorcycle. The speed of motorcycle is very high and it's very dangerous when some accidents happens. It will be a good choice for government to provide non-motorized lines and replace motorcycle with electric bicycles step by step. This would both ensure a convenient to communicate and reduce fatality rate. And for insurance company, I also gave two suggestions. The first one is to add a penalty treaty for users who violate traffic rules. If a user violates traffic rules, the probability of fatality will increase significantly. Since violating rules are also illegal, so the insurance company also have the right to reduce the amount of compensation or even refuse compensation. And for the second suggestion is to impose a higher risk premium on motorcycle users. That's because motorcycle user has higher fatality rates, so it makes sense for insurance company to impose a higher risk premium. And this action would also help government to introduce an electric bicycle scheme. So that's the presentation of my final assignment, and thank you for listening.